Hello, thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Sam. I'm a little bit croaky, I'm just getting over a cold, and I also have kittens with me. This is Spock. Spock is actually on top of Gigi at the moment. We've had two new kittens at Christmas and they've been so much fun. They're so adorable. Anyway, today I have got an unboxing. So I've got a pretty huge bag. I did have a quick peek at this. Oops. But I put it back and I've actually just been waiting to film it and have some time to film. So it comes in a big, beautiful white gift box. Got the bag, pillow, receipt, raincoat, and the little booklet. It is a baby Birkin. Wow. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I've taken the stickers off and I've taken the felt off as well. This is my first ever baby Birkin, Birkin 25, in the colour CRAIE. Now, I'm really lucky today. The sun is, there's no cloud today, so you're actually getting a really good, accurate reflection of the colour CRAIE. First impressions, I'm actually a bit surprised about how small the baby Birkin is. So from watching YouTube videos, it's really difficult to tell because it actually looks quite big here, but in person, I don't know if I can, it is actually quite small. This is a bit of A4 paper. This is the baby Birkin. So, I mean, yeah, the piece of paper is bigger than the Birkin. So that's just giving you an idea of like real life size when you have the bag in your hands. So that's my first impression. I can't actually believe how small it is. I really love the colour. It's kind of like a cool off-white chalk colour. It's not cream like Nata. It's not like a vanilla-y shade. It's more like a chalky off-white. It definitely pulls cool, and I've also got it in gold hardware, and I just think that actually sets it off beautifully because where it is quite cool, the colour, the gold kind of warms up the leather. This is in Togo leather, and it is a grained leather, and I'm actually really happy because in like a natural part of Hermes leathers, especially the Togos, you do get sometimes veining, but there isn't any veining on this particular bag, none at the front or at the bag, so it's just very kind of uniform in terms of how the grain is spread out. And you know what, I'm not a big fan of the Birkin when it's all done up like this. I feel like it's proper granny vibes. I like it when it's all kind of like undone. So I'm going to undo the sangles, just take them off and lift up the flap, and let's actually see what's inside. Sorry, the sun is just driving me mad. I've just been undoing this flap and I can't actually believe how thick the pieces of leather that they've used is. Like, it's really amazing. It's so thick, it's really strong, and I'm also getting the smell of just pure leather. It's a really nice smell. So yeah, no foo-foo smell at all. So there's a plastic pillow inside. There is also this little pouch. So this is the inside of the bag. I've never seen inside a Birkin 25, like in my hands. It matches the outside of the bag colour, so it's in the colour CRAIE. And you do have kind of like the piping along the base and the sides. So this is the front of the bag. On this front pocket that's inside, there is just a flat pocket made of really nice. The leather on here inside actually is smooth. And then if we lift up the flap, we do have a zipper pocket. There you go, and it's got a little leather tag on it, and it opens up beautifully so you can put in some cash and coins. It's a gold zipper, and on there it does have Hermes on either side stamped. There is also a code on the inside. So yeah, going back to first impressions, I'm not a big fan of like when the Birkins are done up like that. I feel like they look proper granny. I like it when they are a bit more pulled out at the shoulders, so I like to pull these sides out because for me Birkins are a lot more relaxed than Kelly's. So I like Kelly's in Cellier. Hello Spock, and I like them in Epsom leather. For me, like after watching like a ton of YouTube videos, for me Birkins are much more relaxed and casual. So that's why I got it in the Togo leather. You can get it in Epsom, you can get it in a variety of other leathers, but for me I thought, you know, Togo's quite fairly light. I think it's the lightest of them, and it's going to slouch a little bit. I think because of the size, the 25, it's not going to slouch massively, but it's going to kind of be not as rigid and as stiff and as structured as the Kellys, and I think just generally that is the vibe of the bag. How good does that look? And again, I just want to show you how big this looks against a piece of A4 paper, because it really is a small bag. And another thing is handles. So people always say how short the Birkin 25 handles are compared to the next size up, the Birkin 30. Let's do the kind of handle and hand test. Like, are my hands going to go through? Oh wow, they are. So yeah, that's like a pretty easy in and out, but bearing in mind I haven't got a jumper on, I've literally got nothing on my arms. If I've got a coat on it or a blazer, it might be a different story. So at the moment that's pretty easy for my hands to go through. How low can I get it? I can get it onto the crook of my arm, but that, if I had a jumper on or a cardigan on, I wouldn't. And actually it's a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit tight, so I won't be wearing it like that. I think it's probably best just to have it as a handheld, or maybe just literally on your wrists just there. I am really loving the colour of this bag. I like that it's not white. I like that it's not cream. I like it's kind of like off-white. So yes, maybe there probably is going to be a bit of colour transfer. I'm hoping a baby white will sort it out. So with my other Hermes Kelly bags, I have had a bit of colour transfer from denim. So I'll probably be mindful not to wear too many dark colours with it initially. It's going to take some adjusting using a top handle, exclusively top handle bag, because I am by nature a crossbody girl, so crossbody bag girl. Can you believe I was actually organised to actually order an organiser for this bag? So this one is from AliExpress. It was about, I don't know, 14, 15 pounds, including shipping. So, you know, cheap as chips. It comes with a little pillow, and they do it in several different colours, but I think that probably is the best colour match. It's not exactly the same as CRAIE, but it's not far off. And I think because the bottom of this bag is kind of like just smooth leather, it's going to get trashed, so you definitely need a bag organiser to go inside. So let's put it in. Let's have a look. How does it fit? So actually the bag organiser is probably a little bit too small, so I've put the organiser flush up there, and I don't know if you can see, I am pulling this side out. The bag organiser could be a little bit taller, but maybe I can work that to my advantage, so I can actually use that as a compartment and slide something in there. But I think sometimes with these bags, it's good to have a bag organiser to give it a little bit of structure, because they do have the tendency to slouch where the leather isn't as stiff as, say, Epsom. You've got a zipper section here. This zipper section actually you can pull out so that you just have one kind of compartment. In terms of colour match, look, that's pretty good, right? Pretty good for little old AliExpress, but the sizing probably could be a bit better. So inside the pouch I've got a little padlock, which is properly like gold swanky, and the keys and the little leather tab. I'm not going to actually put that on the Birkin 25 because I just like it to look very kind of minimal. Oh, I've also got a Twilly. So I ordered this Twilly. I'm really hoping it's going to go with the bag. Let me just undo it, just because the bag is a lighter colour. I wanted to make sure that I protected, is it the back handle that gets used the most? I think it's the back handle. It's I think it's called a clouds one, so it's got clouds, and you've got like an acrobat on there on a horse. The quality of the Twilly is very, very good. You would have seen that the print on there is very fine, the colours are bold, and it feels very, very luxurious in my hands. It's silk, so it just adds a little bit of protection to the handles where you are going to be carrying it, and you don't want to transfer too much oil and dirt from like touching your hair and your face onto the handles, especially because it is a lighter colour leather. I'm 5'3" and a size 12 for reference, so popping the little Birkin on my arm here, and actually it's really easy to have a look at like the inside of the bag, take out whatever you need and pop it back on there. I have got tracksuit bottoms underneath my dress, so probably puffing out a little bit more than I normally do. And then if I was just to hold it like this, This is what the bag looks like. It's really diddy, isn't it? It's very, very cute. Very cute indeed. Now I think it's going to be interesting to see what the Birkin 25 looks like in terms of size against the Kelly 25. So similar height, obviously totally different shape. This is much more structured as well. But the Birkin is wider, not much difference in height. Now what I'm interested to see is what the Chanel double flap looks like. So here we go. Birkin's still a tad taller and it's also wider. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. If you'd like to know where I get my bags from, then do give me a follow on Insta and send me a DM. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye!